Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today we're doing something a little bit different and we're going to be filming a Q&A video that we put a poll on our Instagram stories over the past couple days to see if you guys have any kind of questions for us. I'm sure you guys are getting sick of seeing me doing log in my training, and that seems like all we're capturing on video. So doing something a little bit different, have a Q&A, so we'll answer some of you guys' questions. Yeah, these are all anonymous, so you guys are, I don't know what you, I don't haven't even seen these, so I don't know what you guys are asking. So I'll speak about that, I guess, a little bit. Sean's training is looking very good in what little he does share. It's looking very good. I have never overlooked him. He's a very good competitor. He's won it before. He's been on the podium at Canada's Strongest Man. So definitely a guy that I had originally on the podium, and I think he still can do that. And Colton, yeah, he just came off of a pretty big Pro-Am win in Alberta last week. So he's going to be looking to keep rolling with that momentum. And originally I had him just off the podium, but now Tristan is not competing at Westerns, and that was originally my prediction for the podium was myself, Tristan, and Sean. But now with Tristan not competing and Colton's progression, I believe the podium for Western Canada Strongest Man 2024 is going to be myself, Sean, and Colton. I think those are probably the top three favorite to win it. So that's how they kind of changed a little bit. Yeah, it's not so clear cut on how to qualify. Well, I mean, it is and it isn't. You need a podium at OSG, and then that officially gets you a Giants Live invite. And then if you podium at a Giants Live, then you get an invite to World's Strongest Man. There's been ways guys have gotten invites without going the OSG route, or maybe did do OSG and didn't podium, or did other shows and not even podium there and still get an invite, or you can win your national championship and still not get an invite. So it is kind of frustrating that way. But all you can do is just keep putting in the work, keep taking the opportunities when they come, and just be and just stay consistent. And if you podium at these high level shows, whether that's America's Strongest Man, Canada's Strongest Man, North America's Strongest Man, the Shaw Classic Open, and definitely OSG, you're going to get the attention of promoters and eventually maybe get a spot at World's Strongest Man. So, yeah, this year I was contacted to be a non traveling reserve. So at least I'm on the radar. I just got to keep putting in the work, keep working on my weaknesses and my strengths, and I believe I can be there hopefully soon. Yeah, so this year is a little bit different than how we have typically ran westerns in the past. This year they're doing kind of like a two tier system or a final system, however you want to call it. So originally we had 25 guys signed up, and then after the first three events, they were gonna cut the field, excuse me, to the top 12, and then the top 12 get to do the next set of events, next three set of events. But when they rescore it as if, let's say I was winning, let's say I was leading after the first three events with 40 points, and the next guy had 30 points. I don't go into the next set of events with a 10-point lead. I only go in with a 1-point lead. So I would start with 12. The next guy would have 11 points. So, I mean, it really does put emphasis on the last three events because they're essentially worth more in a sense. But at the end of the day, the strongest man is going to win anyways. So, I mean, it's kind of tough for the guys that are traveling 20, 28 plus hours all the way out to BC to potentially maybe not be able to do the last three events. But I mean, that's how they run Easterns, and they have the same amount of competitors. So, I mean, it is what it is, and we just got to roll with it, and may the best man win. I'm 6 foot 3 inches without shoes, and that's legit. Like that's on my driver's license. Yeah, you didn't believe me. On which video?
They don't specify.
Well, we need to hit like 10K on a video and then we can try it.
Well, we have gotten close to hitting 10K
Not in
on
one video. Which one?
on our Shaw videos.
Well, not quite 10, but if we hit 10, I'll let you wax a part of my back.
No, that's not.
It never said the whole back.
To get his back waxed.
Yeah, not whole back, just a part. 10K. So you know what to do. Well, yeah, inside joke. Well, I mean, we're staying together with your sister and your sister's boyfriend, so hopefully no one's cheeks are clapping. 32. February baby. Aquarius. Early moon rising.
Huh?
Early moon rising. Yeah, it's going to be exciting to have North America's Strongest Women competing alongside us as North America's Strongest Man in July, so next month. A very stacked group of women. I forget exactly how many 5 and 5 or 6 and 6 Americans, or like 6 Canadians, 6 Americans, I believe. Um, some of the Americans I'm not real familiar with, but I'd have to say the heavy favorites to win it would be either Inez or Sam, for sure. And then I think rounding out the podium could be maybe. Ooh, I don't know. It could be either Jackie or Nadia or Gabby or you never know, Jose. Like it's kind of different set of events. Maybe some of the women don't get to do those exact set of events, so it's kind of hard to predict. But it's going to be an exciting show, and I really hope that it can be broadcasted for everyone to watch because the men and women are going to put on a heck of a show. I'm trying to think what I did when I got into the sport. I mean, I competed a lot. I mean, I still do, but I competed even more when I first got in to just try and gain experience. There's so many different events, so many different techniques, so many implements that if you don't really compete frequently, it's going to be hard to get good experience on it. So that's one thing I would recommend. Also, it took me a few years to bite the bullet. I just financially couldn't afford a coach, but that was the biggest game changer for me on the progression of how far I've came is getting a coach. Everything's structured. You don't have to second guess. You're not going in the gym thinking, "Oh, what should I do today?" or "What did I do yesterday?" Everything's pretty laid out, straightforward, and that's one thing I would also recommend. And then just trying to find a good group of training partner, like-minded people, because you can't beat a good training environment. It pushes everyone to be better. That makes a huge difference. And I'm glad that I have that at my gym or gyms. Like when I was in school in Saskatoon, I would train at Barbarian, and same thing. A good group of people, good set of implements to train with, and yeah, you just can't put a price on that. It's gonna be a good competition. Um, I'm biased, but I think the Canadians are gonna pull the most in the top half. There's definitely some Americans that are probably more than likely going to podium, but I honestly think with the talent that we have coming to represent Canada, I believe that we're going to have more of us in the top six. We met on the old Tinder. It was love at first swipe.
And that's not a joke.
No, that's legit. We actually met on Tinder. I can kind of only really speak on the Western amateurs. I'm not too familiar with most of the Eastern amateurs, but I'd say the ones knocking on the door of the pro status in Western Canada would be um, Dobby. Like he was, I think, 3 points away at the last pro-am last week of getting a pro status, and it literally came down to just him crossing the line with his foot on the one event where he got disqualified for that throw, and if he would have got it, it would have been enough to win podium or to get on the podium. So I'd say him. Another Albertan would be Jabs, Ryan Jabley. He's coming back from a big surgery and injury for, I think he hasn't competed in a couple years, but he signed up to that pro-am last week and he did very well, and he's only going to get stronger and bigger and better moving forward. So he's been knocking on that door. For Saskatchewan folks, there is a newcomer who just started competing this year, Karsten, who came down to North Dakotas with us. He did well, and then he competed at a regional show in Saskatchewan. I think he won that, right? Yeah. And I think he's going to be doing provincials too, maybe. So like, he's got a lot of potential. He's got a good frame on him. He's a big guy. Some very impressive numbers that he's hitting in the gym. So he just needs to get comp experience, and he could potentially be a guy up in there too. And then I'm sure there's some in BC. Not too familiar with them, but we'll see come Westerns, because a lot of the BC guys competing at Westerns are amateurs. So it'll be interesting to see how they shape up. So those are a few that I can think of off the top of my head. Crisby, he's always up there too. He's constantly getting better every year, and yeah. One more. Oh, and yeah, okay, there is one more. Duh. Andrew Lengelar. He just won Manitoba Strongest Man. Sorry, feel bad. He came and trained with us. Definitely, he's one guy that he's got the frame. He's bigger than me. He's taller than me. Almost about the same body weight, and yeah, he just won Manitoba Strongest Man. I think he's only done a few strongman competitions. He's got, I think, over a decade in powerlifting, so he's got that good foundation to be strong. He just needs, again, more experience on the events, but he's coming to duke it out at Western. So I mean, if he podiums, he'll be coming pro too. So definitely another guy to look out for is Andrew. Oh yeah, it's relentless. It's ruthless from the both of you. Everyone, I get chirped so much, and I don't know, I guess you're what is it? What do they say? You're a what of your habit? You're a your your environment. You're something of your environment.
You were gonna say something else last night when I told you.
What are they gonna say?
They hate us because they.
Oh, they hate us because they ain't us. uh, I mean, that's a part of the sport. It's a little bit of showmanship, chirping. That's how we push each other. She pushes me, I push her. That's just about having a good training partner. I know sometimes it looks like we're actually mean to each other, but that's just how we are. That's how I am with Josh. That's how I am with Tyler and Colton. Like, we all chirp, we all push each other. It's not malicious. It's all in good fun. We're pushing each other to be better. But I definitely don't cry myself to sleep over it. She probably like, I still got bigger biceps than her, so there's nothing to cry about. I got roasted about it again this week, 3 times. Like, it was supposed to be 750 because that's what my deadlift was going to be, and I was adding the plates up because it was a new bar and I didn't know the weights, and you just captured the picture before I typed in the zero, so it was supposed to be 750. So so I don't know what 75 is. Like 75. That's, like I said, that's how many inches Tyler's going to carry the Dinnies at Westerns.
Devin chirps you pretty good, actually, too.
Yeah, I know. Everyone chirps me.
Well, honey, here.
On today's episode of their podcast, I commented, "Someone's looking thick," and I'm not talking about Tyler. Devin said it was the shirt.
Okay. All right. So that's all we have for questions. Do you have any other thoughts that you want to share?
No, that's about it. Nice, short, sweet little video. Thanks for asking us questions. Thanks for taking the time out. Some were serious, some were kind of funny, making jokes at us, making jokes at me. I'm surprised Josh didn't make a joke about my biceps or something, but yeah. Well, we are officially in peak week for Western Canada's Strongest Man. My first day is a log day coming up. Surprise, surprise. Hitting comp weight. So we'll have to tune in to see how many reps I can get. And you may notice I got my Western Canada's Strongest Man first place trophy sitting in front of me because I'm manifesting having my second one. It'd be pretty cool to be able to do it back to back. Even just being on the podium, that'd be 3 years on the podium of Western Canada's Strongest Man. So the talent keeps getting better and better every year. New people coming in, so it's going to be a heck of a show. 6 grueling events, finishing with a max deadlift. So that's going to be a fun way to end it. I'm looking forward to competing with everyone. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the peak week video coming soon. But will it drop before? It won't drop before.
Video after this.
Yeah, but this will drop tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, so they will see my peak week.
You're saying?
Well, peak this week will be for next week's video. So yeah, you guys will be able to tune in to my peak week video next week, see how everything went, or maybe I won't show everything and you'll have to guess how it went. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring that little bell, and let's keep this train rolling.